Is it going to be trading in D4? Yes. Let me talk about that actually because it's a good subject of convo. There's been a lot of info kind of going around, and again, I'm just going to communicate what I have learned from just passing through subreddits and hearing some of the updates and whatnot. Okay, legendaries have a power, so they'll have certain roles and they have a power. It's almost like a function to the legendary. Now, that legendary can be destroyed and the power can be harnessed, and that power as an individual power can then be infused into a new base, which would then be a rare base. So you're going to be hunting for these rare bases, and rare and under can essentially be traded. Rare items, gold, and I think some material. But the concept is this: the rare, you're going to be looking for that one that has the roles that are for you. Maybe you need, like, I don't know, and I don't know if this is accurate, but maybe you need dodge, or maybe you want crit or something like that. Okay, so you get these roles, you find the base that you want, you take the power that's specific to your build, and you infuse it into the rare. The rare then goes up into a legendary, becoming untradeable again. Okay, so the trading, I think, is going to be a lot around kind of the bases to the actual armor itself. And then there are uniques that are above legendary. So you have a legendary and then uniques that are above. Now, from what I've heard, uniques are incredibly rare. And I don't think that everybody is going to be rolling around with a full set of uniques. I've heard, not 100% sure, but I've heard you can only equip a certain amount of, say, unique. So I don't know if that's the case. I'm sure we'll find out. But regardless, it does seem to be that each character is going to run around with maybe a couple of uniques, but then the other composition to their build is going to be legendaries that essentially you go around farming these legendaries, farm the power that you want for your build, and then find the correct base to min-max what you're doing. Okay, so I know a lot of people love trading in the D2R space. I totally understand and I totally get it, and I would love to trade too, because I think when I think about trading in a video game, trading is a pillar to a game that people enjoy. PvP is another pillar to a game that people enjoy. Endgame, the leveling curve, all these different foundations to the actual video game are things that people are drawn into. So trading, in my opinion, is important in any game of this type of structure. So I think we're going to see trading be relevant more than what people were kind of saying with the sky is falling. I could be wrong. This is what I've heard. This is what I've just read in passing. Again, I've never tested the Diablo. I've never played it. I've never anything. The first weekend coming up here, starting on the 17th, is the first day that I will have seen the gameplay at all. So from what I've heard and what I've seen, I believe that trading will be a big pivotal part of the game. Uniques and legendaries are not tradable, from what I've heard. You're never going to make everybody happy, and I think that's important to know. And I think even when you think about your favorite games, there's always things that you're like, that's not as something I don't really like. You know, you just got to find what you enjoy out of a game and set your goals and then work towards them.